Man, what is good, YouTube? I decided to match up the best white UFC fighters versus the best black UFC fighters, put it on a UFC card. Let's get into it. In the first fight on this card, we got Jaylen Turner taking on Drew Dober. Jaylen Turner started pressuring forward, shot a takedown, got Drew Dober down. On the ground, they both looked for a submission. They both hopped out of it. Drew Dober ended up letting Jaylen Turner back up to the feet just to get hit by a head kick that wobbled him backwards. Round 2 started. Dober came out with an overhand, got hit by a check hook, and he was rocked. He was moving backwards. Jaylen Turner came in with an elbow and a hook and got caught. Drew Dober was keeping up the pressure. He had Jaylen Turner shooting a takedown. He got him down to the ground. Dober tried to go for a guillotine, couldn't get it, and got back up to the feet. They got into a big exchange, and Dober got the better of it, rocking Turner, and that ended off round 2. For some reason in round 3, Dober ignores the glove touch, and he starts teeing off against Jaylen Turner. He had him hurt for a little bit until he got sat down by an uppercut. Dober was able to recover and get his get back right away, so Jaylen Turner hit him with a teep kick and shot a takedown and got Drew Dober to the ground. Dober tried to stand up, and he was able to stand up. Once they separated from the clinch, Drew Dober, he went ahead and shot a double leg. He got Jaylen Turner to the ground. Jaylen Turner tried to look for a guillotine. He had Dober stuck in it for about 30 seconds, but Dober hopped out of it and ended the round on top.
All 3 judges score this contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Drew Dober!
In this next fight, we got Aljamain Sterling taking on Arnold Alain. Aljamain Sterling started off, landed a good strike on Alain, shot a takedown, but he ended up giving up position, but he reversed Alain right away. But Alain was able to roll out of it and get back up to the feet. Arnold Alain came in with an overhand, got countered by an uppercut and a spinning back kick to the body. But that didn't stop Alain. He came in with another overhand. He had Aljamain Sterling hurt pretty badly. Aljamain tried to go for a takedown, didn't get it, and he landed 2 nice kicks on Alain. Alain leaned back from a hook kick. He countered Aljamain Sterling. He had him rocked backwards. He tried to work the body, and then he started going up top. Sat Aljamain Sterling down with an uppercut, but Aljamain Sterling trying to lean back, but he got hit by an overhand. Arnold Alain was starting to tee off on Sterling, so Sterling shot a takedown into Alain's guillotine, but he was able to hop right out of it. He tried to go for a rear naked choke on Alain. Alain hopped out of that, and he kept him on the ground for the rest of round 2. We got to round 3. Alain starts out with a front kick and a straight right that rocks Sterling, and then he sits him down with a lead head kick. He nearly gets him out of there. He gets him to top mount. Aljamain Sterling did a good job at surviving and reversed the position. Sterling was trying to look for a leg lock, but Arnold Alain was able to slide right out of it. But he followed Aljamain Sterling right back to the ground. He gave him a couple more shots and stood this back up to the feet. Aljamain Sterling went ahead, shot a takedown. He got Alain down. He tried to look for a submission. Alain hopped out of it, but he was controlling for about 2 minutes. Sterling got back up to the feet. I didn't realize this until I started editing after the first 3 fights, but I didn't record the decision, so I'm just going to go round by round. Arnold Alain won 29-28. We get to this next fight. We got Melcap taking on Eryk. K was able to land a couple nice shots from range, so he had Eryk shooting a takedown, but he stuffed it. He tried to go for a little switch kick. He got hit pretty good. Eryk mixed in the takedowns again. He got caped down. He kept him there for about 2 minutes. Let him up at the end. I don't know why. But he did control him for like the rest of the round. But we got caped starting off the next round with a nice uppercut that sits down Eryk. Eryk was shooting takedowns again. He got stuffed. Melcap lets him back up to the feet and lands a nice overhand on Eryk. Eryk's defense was not looking great. He was getting hit by everything. Cape goes down to the body, up to the head, and rocks Eryk again. Eryk puts his head straight into a front kick. He tries to come in, gets sat down by an overhand and a hook. Melcap follows him to the ground. He got the top mount, tried to go for a nice elbow. Eryk gets back to the feet, but everything he was throwing, he was getting countered. He got hit to the body, and then he ended up getting sat down by uppercut, and when he got back up, he got slept. For this next one, we got Mike Perry taking on Wonderboy Thompson. Thompson comes out with a high kick, but he gets rocked by an uppercut. Mike Perry's keeping up the pressure. He rocks Wonderboy with an overhand and lands a spinning back fist that sits him down. Wonderboy got back up to the feet, and they got into an exchange, and Wonderboy got the better of it, rocking Mike Perry, had him going backwards. Wonderboy misses a head kick that Mike Perry probably could have countered him. Mike Perry comes out with another Superman punch, but Wonderboy comes back with a hook kick and a spinning back fist. Uppercut, jab, sits down Perry. Perry stands right back up, and he gets hit by a straight right and a couple more shots, and that ends off round 1. Now we get to round 2. Wonderboy went for a head kick. Perry ducks under it and rocks Wonderboy. Wonderboy's keeping up the pressure. He rocks Perry with a straight left. Perry's on the back foot. He goes for a kick, ducks under Wonderboy's spinning back fist. He goes body, head, and rocks Wonderboy. Perry, he comes out with a nice left hook that sits down Wonderboy. Wonderboy stands right back up, hits parry with a spinning back fist, but gets sat down by a straight right. Wonderboy got right back up just to get slept by the same move. For this next one, we got Bobby King Green taking on Michael Chandler. Chandler starts out this fight swinging, and he rocks Bobby Green off the bat. Chandler comes out with a nice overhand that lands on Bobby. He's trying to make a point. He's trying to make Bobby Green his son, but Bobby Green wouldn't let him. He comes back with his own overhand that rocks Chandler. He had Chandler hurt. He was walking out Chandler, but Chandler survives and shoots a takedown, and he gets Bobby Green down to the ground and was able to keep him there for the rest of round one. Bobby Green rocks Chandler with a high kick and sits him down with an overhand right after. Chandler tries to go for a double jab into a head kick, but he gets sat down once again. Green was going to the body. Chandler lands an uppercut, 3 more shots behind it that sits down Bobby. Bobby gets hit by another overhand that hurts him. Chandler's keeping up the pressure, shoots a takedown. He got Bobby Green to the ground. He started landing some good shots to end off round 2. Almost got Bobby Green out of there. We got to round 3. Bobby Green sat down Chandler, so he fought him to the ground, but Chandler ended up reversing position. He started landing some pretty good shots from top mount, almost getting Bobby out of there. He tried to go for an arm triangle. Bobby Green got out of it. Bobby Green postured up from top mount. He started landing his own shots on Chandler. Nearly gets Chandler out of there, but Chandler blocked enough shots to survive. Chandler gave up his back against Bobby, so Bobby started raining down shots on Chandler. He actually landed a lot of good shots on Chandler, but Chandler was able to survive. He kept him there for the rest of round 3.
Go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Bobby King Green.
In the welterweight division, we got Jeff Neal taking on Colby Covington. Jeff Neal starts off hot, dropping Colby Covington with a high kick. Colby shot a double leg and got Neal to the ground, but Neal pushed him off about 30 seconds later, and he rocked Colby, then dropped him on the feet. So that made Colby go ahead, shoot another double leg. He got Jeff Neal to the ground. He tried to let some ground and pound off, but Jeff Neal ended up reversing him, and he kept him there for the rest of round 1. Neal starts off round 2 with a nice body shot, so Covington goes with an overhand straight into a double leg, gets Neal to the ground, but Neal stands right back up. Once they got back up to the feet, Covington kept up the pressure. He took down Neal, and he actually locked in a nice arm triangle, almost getting Neal out of there. But Neal ended up reversing position later in that round, but it was a little too late. Colby shoots right off the bat in round 3. Neal stuffs it, gives him a couple shots in the clinch, and then he ends up rocking Covington with an overhand. He's throwing more shots behind it. Covington shot a takedown, got Neal to the ground. He got the top mount. He started raining down shots, and he landed a nice elbow on Neal. He was able to control him more in this 3rd round, but Neal reversed position, and they got back up to the feet at the end. He tried to go for a head kick and got taken down.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, Colby Chaos Covington.
Again in the welterweight division, we got Kamaru Usman taking on Jack Della Maddalena. Jack ended up rocking him right off the bat, so Kamaru shot a takedown and he got Jack to the ground. Kamaru did a great job at controlling Jack. Jack was not getting out of top mount. Kamaru Usman just kept him there, landing a whole bunch of shots. He nearly got him out there, but he kept him there for the rest of round 1. Round 2, Usman started off dropping Jack. It looked like Jack's chin was not holding up after the ground and pound, so Kamaru Usman kept that up and got him out of there. In the welterweight division, once again, MVP starts out with a high kick against Ian Gary, and he rocks him right off the bat. His low kick ended up getting checked. He went for it later in the round, got checked again. His leg was not looking good. Ian Gary goes for a lead high kick in round 2 that hurts MVP. He has MVP on the back foot. He goes for his own leg kick that gets checked. MVP goes right back at it. They're both trading leg kicks, getting checked every single time. At this point, I don't know why they don't stop. Ian Gary goes up with a front kick this time that actually lands on MVP, but he goes for another leg kick that gets checked. They're just going back and forth. Ian Gary goes high with the next one, though, and he hurts MVP. Ian gets his leg hurt going low, and then he goes high with the next one, so I guess it works out anyways. If he just takes one low and then goes up high, it works out. MVP tries to go for a low kick. He gets caught by a right hook. Then he goes for an overhand, gets sat down by a leap kick and a calf kick right after. Ian Gary goes for another low kick, though. He hurts his leg pretty badly. MVP tries to take advantage of that. Then his leg gets checked. Ian Gary lands a nice overhand that hurts MVP. After both fighters tried to break each other's leg, that brought us to a decision. And again, for some reason, I didn't record the decision. I don't know what the hell I'm doing in this video, but we're going stat by stat. First round, second round, third round, 30-27 Ian Gary. In the middleweight division, we got Strickland taking on Robert Whitaker. Rob starts off this fight rocking Strickland. He has Strickland going on the back foot. Strickland tries to come forward. He tries to go for an overhand, but he gets smacked by an overhand, and he gets rocked once again. Strickland was moving his head, but Whitaker just started teeing off, and it worked out because he dropped Strickland, and he ended up getting him to the ground, but he didn't let no ground and pound off. I don't know why. He tried to go for a rear naked choke. Strickland reversed him and kept him there for the rest of round one. Starting off round two, they started trading. Whitaker got the better of it, and then he ducks under Strickland's hook. He ends up dropping him to the ground. He goes in for some ground and pound, and he gets Strickland out there in round two pretty easily. That brings us to our next fight. We got Israel Adesanya taking on Dricus du Plessis. Dricus shoots a double leg and gets Adesanya to the ground, but Adesanya stands right back up. He goes for a nice high kick that hurts Dricus. He has Dricus wobbling backwards. Dricus hits him with a nice counter, then a Superman punch and a hook right behind it that sits down Izzy. Izzy ends up looking for a side kick, but he gets smacked by a hook that rocks him. Now he's wobbling backwards, so Dricus, he's keeping up the pressure, walking down Izzy. Works out, he rocks Izzy with a left hook, has him wobbling all over the place. He was walking down Izzy, gets smacked by a straight right. Now he's the one getting hurt. Starting off round two, he goes in with a Superman punch, but he gets countered. Izzy was keeping up the pressure on Dricus. Dricus goes for another Superman punch. This time he times it pretty good and hurts Izzy. Izzy goes in with a nice uppercut that hurts Dricus. Every time they get hurt, they did a good job of surviving each time they got hurt, but they both took a lot of damage. Dricus came forward throwing shots. Izzy leans back and hits him with a straight left that sits him down. He lets him right back up to the feet, and he sits down Dricus once again. Dricus stands right back up, but his chin's not looking too good. Izzy sits him down with a Superman punch. He followed him to the ground, got him to top mount, and he kept him there for the rest of round two. Starting off round three, Dricus feints a Superman punch, and then he goes for it the second time and hurts Izzy. He shoots a takedown. Izzy stuffs it. He pushes him off, goes for an overhand that sits down Dricus. He starts letting off some ground and pound on Dricus. He goes to the body, tries to go for an elbow to the head. Dricus stands right back up, goes for an uppercut, gets smacked by an uppercut and sat down. Izzy started to take over, but Dricus, he ended up reversing position. He was keeping Izzy there. Izzy stands right back up. They separated from the clinch. Dricus sits down Izzy. He's looking for a comeback. Izzy stands right back up. Dricus walks forward. He sits down Izzy once again. Izzy was having a good third round, but Dricus ended up dropping him twice, so it's going to be a close decision, but Dricus almost stole the round. Let's see what happens.
All three judges scored this contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Dricus du Plessis.
Now in the main event, the heavyweight division, Tom Aspinall taking on Jon Jones. Aspinall did a good job by taking down Jones and almost got him out there with a Kimura in round one. Tried to go for an arm triangle. Jon Jones reversed him. Round two, Aspinall shoots a double leg straight into a guillotine. Jones can't find it, so he uses it, the reverse position on Aspinall. He's in top mount. He's raining down shots. He lands a nice elbow on Aspinall. He tries to go for a Darce choke. Aspinall does a good job at using it, the reverse position. Now Aspinall got top control. He got him to top mount. He started raining down shots on Jon Jones, and he's looking to get him out of there. And then he goes for an arm bar after he's like 2 punches away from getting Jones out of there. He didn't even go for the armbar. He tried to take his back, but Jones slid out of it in reverse position. But Aspinall took the position right back. He got on Jon Jones' back and kept him there for the rest of round two. Starting off round three, they got into a weird clinch thingy. Aspinall sits him down with an uppercut. He shoots another takedown straight into a guillotine. Aspinall pops his head right out of it. He ends up getting the top mount. He starts raining down good shots on Jones, almost getting him out once again. But Jones survives. Aspinall tries to go for an armbar, but it's the end of round three. Didn't have enough time. After 2 minutes on the feet in round four, Aspinall shot a takedown, looked for an arm triangle, got reversed. Jones kept him there for the rest of round four. Starting off round five, Jones lands a nice leg kick. Aspinall shot a takedown, looked for a Kimura. He ended up getting reversed, and Jones kept him there for the rest of round five, and that brought us to a decision.
5 rounds. We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-46, and 48-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Tom Aspinall.
Alright, that wraps up this video. We got the card. This is going to wrap up the card. Fight of the night was Dricus versus Adesanya. And performance of the night / KO of the night was Mike Perry over Wonderboy. And if we look at the score, the Whites got 7 wins. The Blacks got 4 wins. That wraps this up.